Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. Before we start, you guys probably know if you watched my previous video, I'm currently in Spain at the European Championships. I have a couple of clients here and also a friend who's competing. I want to help them out. Yeah, by the way, I'm here in this photo on the left. If you can't recognize me in the off season, I'm here with my friend and also my coach, probably the best coach over here in Balkans. His name is Igor Shikura, and those of you who are from Balkans, of course, you know him. So, yesterday, actually, one of my clients won the European Championships in men's physique. I was honestly surprised because this was his first bigger international show. We were actually hoping for the finals, for top 6, because you need to be top 6 in order to get, sort of a salary in Serbia based on your result. We hoped maybe top 6 or maybe a medal, maybe top 3, but he ended up winning the whole thing, so yeah, I'm really happy. Of course, the criteria here is different in men's physique. They're looking more for that beach body look, not like in MPC or IFB Pro League. I think it makes more sense, but anyways, he won. I'm really happy for that. I have another client in bodybuilding category tomorrow, Saturday, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. Anyways, we're going to start today's video with an update of Derek Lunsford. And there isn't a lot of physique updates of Derek Lunsford, proper physique updates. But we gotta talk about this guy because you guys know that he's competing at the New York Pro and he's going against Nick Walker. So we have to talk about him because those two guys are going to be the top 2. So like I said, there isn't a whole bunch of physique updates by Derek, but we got a couple of snippets in this training video, for example, and what we can see at almost 1 week out, Derek seems freaking huge. So it seems like he is not exactly going for the dry and shredded look. He knows he's going against a proper freaking mass monster, the freakiest bodybuilder of today, Nick Walker. So Derek probably wants to match him with size. And I think he's going to. I think he's going to match him quite good. I know Nick is definitely heavier. Nick is probably 20 pounds, at least 20 pounds heavier or more. But with Derek's structure, small waist, stuff like that, and with his size, and he has a lot of size as well, I think these guys are going to compare pretty well in terms of muscularity. Now, also, you guys know that he's prepped by Chris Aceto. So seeing that he is big and full at this point, I think that's a good thing because Aceto is going to dry him out at the last moment, and it's very important for Derek to actually have that fullness, that size. He's gonna get conditioned enough. He's not going to be super dry and super lean like Nick, maybe in the glutes, but that's about it. As far as the rest of the physique, I don't think Derek is going to be in the same condition, but does he need to be in the same condition? No. What Derek has is, again, the size and the shape. What Nick has is the conditioning and the size. So I think this is going to be a really good case of apples and oranges, and I'm not saying that the judges are going to just award one guy because that's what they're looking for, and it does seem like lately they're actually looking for good shape, more so than for freak factor, but it's going to come down to who is just overall better, everything brings points, conditioning, fullness, size, and shape. And, Nick is going to have a lot of size, a lot of conditioning, not the best shape, and Derek is going to have a lot of size and a really good shape, but not exactly perfect conditioning. So we'll see what's going to happen, if Derek's shape and wow factor are going to be enough, or is Nick's freak factor and conditioning and all that are going to prevail. We'll see. It's going to be definitely a very interesting mashup. And as far as Nick, yeah, we actually have another update from him, even though 4 posts ago he said that was the last one. So he posted another one and he says, okay, one more. And yeah, I told you guys, he won't be able to stop posting because he looks good. Prior to the Mr. Olympia last year, I was like, Nick is not posting anything because he looks bad. And a lot of you guys were like, he said he's not posting because he's doing something different this year, he wants to surprise. And I was like, no way, I know Nick. I know his personality on internet, on social media. I know that he won't be able to not show anything if he looks good. And I knew that he looked bad last year, and that was the case. So this year, he's very confident, he looks very good, and he's posting a lot of stuff. And here, in this back lat spread, you can see basically what he's bringing. He is coming, he's coming dry, rock hard. Derek is not in this kind of condition. I mean, Derek is not going to be this dry. No way. No way. And there is still more time to dry out even more. So Nick is going to bring something absolutely insane. We'll see if it's going to be enough, but I have a feeling that it's going to be. I have a feeling that he's going to win this thing, but whatever you guys think, tell me down below. Alright, the next thing we got is a new physique update by Colossus Ken. And you guys know that I predicted him winning the New York Pro. But I'm looking at this new physique update and, you know, he looked better in the previous one. I mean, check this out. Right? In this physique update from like a week or two ago, he looked a lot drier, a lot harder. And at this point I was like, he's going to be super crispy and he's going to be big and full and he's going to win. But I'm looking at this right now and yeah, I'm guessing the lighting is different, but still, for some strange reason, he got a little bit softer. Now I'm assuming it's only the lighting, or maybe he's flat and for some reason a little bit watery, but why would he post a photo in which he looks bad? I mean, I'm not saying he looks bad, maybe this is actually perfect, but I'm just comparing these two photos. He does look good still, if Nick doesn't show up, I think he definitely has a chance of winning, but I'm just saying, like, in this photo, he doesn't look that convincing, because, like, his abs don't look that hard, and, like, there isn't that much vascularity, and, like, his legs could also be a little bit leaner here, but, again, it could be just, like, the lighting and maybe the flatness. I'm sure when he posts the next physique update, I'll be probably blown away, because I'm sure he can find a better angle, better lighting, and make his physique look better. But I mean, even right here, the size is good, and I'm sure conditioning is going to be spot on, because he always brought it before. We'll see, though, in 2 weeks from now. There is still enough time to make a little bit more progress. But what do you guys think about his physique right now? Tell me down below. Alright, now the next physique update we got is from somebody we haven't really seen a lot from lately, and who is kinda out of conversation for winning the Classic Physique Mr. Olympia title, even though he was second 2 years after Chris Bumstead. That's Ramon Dino, of course, and like after Mike Sommerfeld placed second at the Mr. Olympia, and after he took that win at the Arnold Classic, he is by far definitely the favorite to win the next Classic Physique title. But we all kind of forgot about Ramon Dino, even though like he matched Chris Bumstead pretty well. Not the way Mike did, he didn't really push him that much, but maybe Chris wasn't his best at last year, and you know, Ramon was in that top 2 call-out, only 2-man call-out with Chris when Chris was at his best. So can Ramon actually bring something new, something better this year, and actually win the Mr. Olympia instead of Mike Sommerfeld or Terence Ruffin or whoever? I think it's a possibility. So this was posted by his posing coach, and yeah, he has a posing coach, and guys, that's probably the most important thing for Ramon in this period of time. Like, he's not exactly a great poser. No, his presentation could definitely be better. What he could also change is maybe his peak week strategy. I don't know what exactly he's doing with Chris Aceto, but like that last Mr. Olympia, he was sweating profusely, and also like at the Arnold Classic Brazil a week later, he was also having the same issue. It wasn't as bad, but it was still present. And some people are saying, actually Michael the Bull said once that every time Ramon is in the backstage, he eats donuts. So maybe that's something he does on his own without Aceto's knowledge. So that's one thing he could change. Whatever he's doing that's causing him to sweat so much, he should definitely change that. And the other thing is, again, posing, presentation. And me personally, like as a coach and as a competitor, I realize, guys, and if you compete, you should realize this as well. Posing is like 50% of a bodybuilding prep. You know, everybody can just go to the gym and eat food, eat more or less, and like prep for a show like that. Like, that's not bodybuilding. That's just, you know, dieting down or bulking up. To prep for a bodybuilding stage, like 50% of the work should be posing. And that's how important it is. Like, it's all about how you present your physique. And at that level, you need to perfect it to be like almost 100%, which is pretty much impossible. Like, I don't know if there is anybody who is like at 100% of their posing. Maybe Chris came the closest, but I would say he is maybe like 95, 98%. I'm sure he could also improve a little bit, but Ramon, he's nowhere near there. I would say he's at maybe like 70%. Mike Sommerfeld also is very good. He's close to 100, and Terence Ruffin as well. So if Ramon wants to be competitive against those guys this year, he needs to get better in posing, and that's why, obviously, he has a coach now, posing coach. And as far as his physique right now, it seems like he's bigger. It seems like he's a lot bigger. Check out this side chest. Thick, right? Like, he's a big boy. I mean, he's a classic guy, but here he almost looks like an open competitor. And he's guest posing at a Pittsburgh. Not competing, just guest posing. And he's going to look massive on that stage. I mean, this is a pretty big Ramon Dino. So, I know he already had issues making the weight, so he doesn't really need to make a lot more progress. But maybe if he is bigger, he can afford to lose some size and just get super ultra peeled, like super dry, and then with better conditioning and with like more maybe details, I don't want to say size, but like maybe with some improvements in physique and with, let's say, better conditioning, or the same it was back when he pushed, not really pushed, but when he was close to C-bomb. If he brings that against guys like Mike Sommerfeld or Terence Ruffin, I think he can definitely challenge them. I think he can definitely push those guys and potentially beat them. We'll see. You guys tell me what do you think, but I think that's a possibility for sure. Alright, the next thing we got is something new from Regan Grimes. And if you guys have been following my channel, you guys know that I was kind of worried about what Regan is going to look like at the New York Pro, because he plans on winning that show and qualifying for the Mr. Olympia by winning it. Is he going to accomplish that? Well, so far in all of his physique updates, he kind of seemed like he was late with condition. And here's what he looks like right now, at like 2 weeks out of New York. Is he bringing it? No, I would say no. I would say he is going to be good, decent, but is he going to be better than last year? No, I definitely don't see that. At this point, I really can't see him looking better. If he does end up looking better, I'll be shocked. I'll be so surprised, because based on this looks like really like the very same Regan from before. And the conditioning, I mean, it's going to be decent, I guess. Maybe he's going to be actually off. I'm not even sure if he's going to be decent, even, to be honest. Because, I mean, just look at this. Look at the legs. Like, where are the cuts? Where is the I don't want to say depth of the separation. Like, there can't be any depth of the separation if you are fat. Like, there is a film of something all over his body, and I don't think it's water. No, I don't think so. I think he's actually still not in shape. I think he still has body fat to lose. So, yeah, at 2 weeks out, not looking good. Not looking promising. Yeah, I know he's probably flat and all that, but no, not very good. You know, we were all kind of hoping, because he took 2 years off, that he's going to come in better and finally fulfill his potential. It seems like it's not happening, though. It seems like it's just not going to happen. But, hey, you never know. Maybe his coach, Stefan Kintel, is going to pull an ace out of his sleeve and do something drastic in the last 2 weeks. But I doubt that. I really doubt that. And I don't think it's Stefan's fault. I think Regan is just not really that committed to bodybuilding. Still, what he's accomplished so far with this kind of approach is amazing. But to get to that top level, which I know he can do, he needs to work a little bit harder. That's the way I see it, guys. That's what I think. If you see it otherwise, tell me down below. Whichever part of this video you found interesting, tell me in the comment section what do you think about it. If you guys want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to hire me as your coach, just DM me on Instagram. We can talk about it. If you want to prep for a show or just get started for the summer or whatever it is, we can talk about everything. I'm very affordable, not too expensive, and I'm very available for all of my clients. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.